Okay. All right, I'm here. I'm back. I was gonna go to TikTok, but I somebody was moving and they had this really interesting work table that they didn't want anymore, and they did a lot of work on. They stained the wood and everything, but I told them I would take good care of it. Thank God for my neighbor. And it really has organized me. I got my little cat tree thing on top, and it's nice. And I do have it down, my questions down to 1 minute. And I figured I'd go on TikTok, or I'm hoping that you guys can hear me. I put this new speaker up because I feel it has to be better than what it was. And I got my audio like fixed up better now. So hopefully you can hear me. If you can't hear me, let me know. Because I mean, it went a lot quicker with this audio, so I don't know. Maybe it helped. I couldn't tell you, but I'm thinking about. I don't like being bored over here, but I'll give people a little chance to get going here. All right. I think I turned my Bluetooth off there, which is good. Okay. All right. Well, I hope people can hear me. I did put a super speaker up, and it's nice because I really enjoy this little table. And where's this other? All right. Some of my vape died, but I did this for a test to see. Oh, can you hear me? I don't have this in slow mode or anything. I figure I just go and I'm taking a break from painting and just come on stream and figure out if my audio and stuff is working. So I guess she went away. But I'm over here. I got my cards and I got my little workstation going. And I'm taking a little break. What I need when my little workstation is, I mean, I have a place for my food and everything, and I can move my stuff. It's wonderful. I like to make my own little areas in the world. I feel we all should make our little areas in the world. And I'm hoping you guys could hear me. So, because I was having such problems on my last stream. I was having problems upon problems. It was it was crazy. I was having that much problems. So I'm gonna probably charge this off. And oh, you got that. So it's good then. Okay, good. I did charge the speaker. So and I got the light and where it's not the glare isn't horrible like before. I mean, I'm low budget here. I'm just kind of pieced together everything, and it's from an old computer on top of that. So, but I'm down to only 1 minute a question. If you guys need me for something, but I had to get my table set up. And it's nice. It's like I got this little coffee table, and she even stained it and all this stuff. And I'm a sucker for these things. I really am. Because I love a good workstation, and I just couldn't see it. She told me it was heavy, but I was able to carry it by myself. So I was fine with it, honestly. And my computer's up a little higher because of my nifty difty table. I know it's the little things in life that make me happy. Literally. I have just all kinds of I love the little I could literally somebody could give me a piece of could get me lotion or just something small and I would be happy. This is the kind of person I am. All right. Oh look, and I could still do this. I just got to put more pillows up because the table's up here, but it carries. I hear there's a space for my speaker with this. And I can look down here and I got room for all my stuff now. It's wonderful. But how are you guys? I wasn't going TikTok, but sometimes they scare me. There's no moderator, there's nobody that. I mean, I guess they got community guidelines, but they don't have moderators and different stuff, so you gotta really be prepared to go in. You gotta go in a certain way at a TikTok stream. You gotta go in with everything. I'm gonna do a little ghost. I want to do a simple ghost sketch and probably buy some more poster board tomorrow. All right. Oh my God, this one's so cute. Oh, let's see the glare. All right. Well, anyways, I hope you guys see it right there. I'm gonna do that. I feel that would be cute. So I'm gonna do that just to finish some of this off here. Because I am doing Halloween decorations. I put in the community board all of them that I did the end result after I did them by hand. I did do that, and I'm really glad that my audio is better now. I mean, maybe that's why I was losing people on the stream. I don't know. At least I got a table and I got things figured out. But I'm just gonna hand sketch this up. I don't know what's going on with the husband. I know that there's hardly anybody that works at his restaurant since he got the promotion. So he told me he's leading by example. So this is what he's doing. I'm sketching and drawing, and he's leading by example. So I'm just not that kind of person. Okay, this comes up a little like that. Yeah, but you can look like easy sketches and they'll tell you how to sketch and all that. And I just look all this stuff on Google. Google is wonderful. People can say what they want about Google, but I really like Google. Sometimes Google is my best friend, especially if you want to know something. It's YouTube and Google. It really is. Okay, here comes a Facebook notification through my computer. Oh, we'll just let that lie. I was in Facebook jail. I guess there was a ride that goes on the side of a mountain, and I've said, "Oh, that's a scary ride," and apparently it was wrong. I was looking for this post because they wanted me to take down the post, which I was fine because I didn't even mean for it to go that far. I really didn't. But somehow it got all crazy, really crazy. And the next thing I know, they say my profile got messed up. And so I told them that I just wanted a rebuttal. So I don't know. And then I finally found the post after I told them that they're being too harsh. But hopefully they find the post and find out that I actually, okay, there's a tiny triangle here. And then it goes on a balloon. It just says boo. All right, I'm getting so good at this sketching. The more, I mean, people are right. The more you do this, the better you get. All right, and then you just bring it in here. All right, and then I'm gonna put boo. All right, see that was the easy drawing. I figured I'd do something easy because I got presents for people at work. But yeah, I just sketched that just now. Oh yes. Yeah, I am sorry for last stream. I am so sorry that my speaker was out and craziness was going on in the Chong the dog household. But I have a whole table now that I can put this on. Besides that, I got a small little desk, little AKA table. Oh, yeah, I mean, I like I said, I'm trying to do the best job I can over here, but sometimes you got technical difficulties. You're trying to tether over all kinds of different stuff. And it all comes down sometimes to if you got a speaker hooked up right. I actually found an external one that I think my computer has problems. So maybe this just helps my computer a little more. All right, you want Denny's energy towards you. Okay. Do you want just to know kind of like, well, I know it's romantic, so we're just gonna go with the situation of the pathway of you and Denny's relationship and do that. But yeah, if you guys are interested in all my stress art, I'm calling the stress art. I have all of the finished stuff in the community board on Chong the Dog because I'm just a stressed out empath over here. And I did text my one of my best friends and told her about I have it down for gift set, but it is a gift to my friend because she's always believed in me, and she said I could be good on YouTube. So, and she's the one that always supported me, so I made sure she had a good thing. All right, you and Denny's relationship? Yeah, it is Denny. Okay, yeah, you and Denny's relationship is in the supermoon. This is where emotions are all over the place, going wild, and everybody's just thinking too much. And your relate in the whole situation for you and him are in a new moon in Pisces and also in a void of course moon. And and honestly, the new moon of Pisces just is pretty much just sit back and relax and talk about your inner feelings kind of card. And the void of course moon, I sensed there was a lot of fighting and conflict, and there was a lot of bad things that were said. But I do feel that the void of course moon is nothing's gonna come of it, but the fighting is not gonna lead to a breakup or anything nasty, but it is a void of course moon. I feel that for you guys to be romantic, it's going to take both of you to come together and talk about things because there's a lot of misunderstandings in your situation. And that's what happens in the void moon. He's blocking any kind of things that could make it good. Oh, I'm good. Yeah, you can ask. All right. Does the guy at my current job named Junior? All right, Sergio. Oh, that's an interesting name. Find me attractive. Like he seems really mysterious. Oh, mysterious. I like mysterious. That is very good. That let's see how what the your pathway with this mysterious fella is. I like Sergio, that name. That seems very I like it. It's very forthcoming and interesting. Alright, let's see what the pathway for that is. But if he's at your work, be careful. And I will tell you this because I had a guy at the job that I'm going back to, and he still works there. He had a huge crush on me. He called me his work wife, and we worked together for like 10 years. And we had to have a sexual harassment seminar. So, and I went from working with vets to working with children over this. So be careful with it. And I'm telling you this because everybody should be careful because you see that person as your livelihood. So, I mean, I'm not saying you not to or do, but I'm just saying be careful with it because they have that saying, and I've heard it from many people that you can't shit where you eat. So, that it could be, and you never know. It's and then if you guys get in a fight, all of a sudden, bam, you're working together that day. It's gonna be uncomfortable. I'm just giving you a word of advice because me and my first husband worked together, and we ended up leaving the job because it was weird to work with your significant other. But you and this mysterious fella is in a full moon in Scorpio, and it's just about releasing and negativity and stuff. He's a he's angry about stuff, I guess, and I feel that he's coming off a bad relationship. Also, somebody was not truthful to him, but this happens all the time. Everybody's not truthful. It's just the way life is, I guess. But you're surrounded by the whole situation is surrounded by a new moon in Capricorn and a new moon in Sagittarius. And the new moon in Capricorn is just means that he is moving on. He's moving on from this lady that kind of was nasty to him in a lot of different ways. So, I mean, I guess he's in a bad cycle, or he's coming off a bad cycle, but he's done with her. I could see he's done with her. And the whole situation is surrounded by a new moon in Sagittarius. And that's a luck card. So I'm feeling that he thinks that you're pretty, but he's kind of looking to see, honestly, what you are on the inside because he's learned his lesson, which is good. You want that person to learn lessons. So, all right. The thing, if he doesn't even look at me, but I feel like he just doesn't want it to look like, you know, he does find me attractive. Maybe he's just trying to be professional. When you find people professional, when you're a professional and you're in a professional setting, you find people attractive, you got to be real careful on how they take you. If you literally are, if you get too pushy and then something happens, you're in a work setting on top of that, then you can get in trouble. So possibly he likes this job, he needs his money, and he's seeing where things are going. I wouldn't push it, just let things kind of go where they go, and you guys need your money because we all really need our money. I mean, that's how the world runs here. I'm gonna see if I can put my box on this table. I can put my cards on my new table. I am so excited about my table. See, folks, it doesn't take much to make me happy. A nice table, but yeah, work situations can be fuzzy, but they can work out also. All right, I know these look like takeout things, and they are. My husband is in charge of a restaurant, and he brings home broccoli for Chong. And when the broccoli's done, they turn into stuff for me to keep my paints in. This is what happens when you're married to a cook. And I'm making me a ghost because I think it would be fun. I'm trying to finish some of these off. I got a feeling on when a Halloween decoration is close to Halloween, so I'm trying to get these done for my friends. My friend actually told me I was very talented because they know I like to do everything myself. I told them I'm like the pioneer woman over here. I'm that crazy person that makes their own perfume. I really am. Because I find it fun. It gives you something to do, and you could create whatever fragrance you want. Instead of going to the store and going to this store and wearing something that somebody put together, I studied for 6 months of my life. And I enjoyed learning about perfuming, and it wasn't the easiest. You gotta write down how many drops go in and stuff like that. And it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. But perfuming can have its advantages, especially around Christmas time. It is so much easier once you learn and get some recipes. Okay. Yes, he seems like he's being professional in the workplace, and his dad is one of the bosses there. Well, then that's it. If he treats you a certain way, since his dad is one of the bosses, his dad's gonna kick his ass. I mean, that's all that is. I mean, if his dad is one of the bosses, his dad probably got him the job. I mean, I've gotten my kids jobs before, and I've told them that I'm gonna kick their ass if they do certain things. He probably has all that. All right, you want to know the feelings of your Libra fella for you. All right, let me get this done. Let me put this down. To get that, I can multitask. I really can. All right, multitasking is my thing, people. I could do many different things at the same time. I even had a place for my little crystal ball, my little rose that's in the water that my friend that died gave me. And I have it by my light up there because she had high hopes for me. And I keep it next to me because I feel that you got to appreciate everything gives you. If it's the last thing somebody gives you, then you got to appreciate it. All right. Your Libra friend, Libra, right? Yeah, your Libra friend is in a new moon in Scorpio. And this is where he's fearful of what's going on and he's fearful of commitment, which is, and I will say that with a heavy heart. Relationships are very, I don't know, they're very chaotic. And I get why he's afraid of them. I'm afraid of them sometimes. That's why I didn't have a lot of them. He's Your Libra friend is also surrounded by commitments being tested. And I would assume that would be you, his commitment. And he's also surrounded by new moon in Taurus, where he's going to be getting more money. And I would honestly, I feel he likes you, but he's kind of scared and wants to not ruin things. Oh, you're welcome, Maria. It is Maria, right? Yeah, I'll come back on tomorrow. Tomorrow I get off at 3 and I'll probably be on here. But yeah, come back and talk to me and let me know how you're, just so I know you're okay. So I feel there is feelings for you, but he has just issues he has to work through on his own. So I'm doing my sketch art painting, getting this out of the way. I wasn't going TikTok, but I don't have regulars over there. And sometimes I don't know. Sometimes you can get 300 people in the stream before you know it's a swipe over, and then they have these contests all the time over there. And they said I did really good. I just said I was gonna. They said about community standards. I said I was gonna just pretend I was on YouTube. So I did exactly what I did over here, over there, and they said I did pretty good. And I do like the TikTok family also, but I never had a live button. I guess all of a sudden I became important in the world over there. I didn't have 1,000 followers, I'll tell you that much. You're supposed to have 1,000 followers. But they said I did pretty good. I'm not over there. I did use like a light filter, nothing like crazy. And it really kind of looks exactly It literally looks exactly like me, except for lipstick. I decided that because it was a day where I didn't like my lipstick, and all it did was put lipstick on me. So I don't think it was cheating too bad, but some of them filters really can make you look way different than you are over there. And I don't mind them if it's like a fun thing like Snapchat, like they have this dreams package. I know I'm like one of the kids. I enjoy them. I have a whole Snapchat over there. I really do. I don't know. Maybe I could like share my Snapchat. But I do my Snapchats I bring over here anyway, so you guys really don't have to if you don't want to. And a lot of times I talk through Snapchat because I'm everywhere. Now on Truth Central, I'm also there, but there's a lot of presidential stuff going on. There is no way no one is going to be popular at Truth Central unless you're a politician. But I'm over there anyways. I mean, one day someone might see something, who knows? It's always good to put yourself around. And I do suggest that if you're a creator and do your own videos and learn how to edit good. Because if you pay to always boost your videos, I mean, I learned from Instagram and Facebook, but it's really fun to make your own videos. I make them every day with AI music over here. And I like the AI music. I'm not trying to get hands with too many artists here. I know that they like their work and stuff. And I know they work hard because I most of the time when I'm on YouTube, we do listen to different live streamers. We do listen to That's Epic. And then the man that gives to the all the social experiments, I listen to that one. I do like listening to them. And of course, I used to always listen to Mushroom Head when I was younger, but their new album, Heresy, OMG. I think it's the best damn album they ever came out with. And I like Mushroom Head. Their new stuff is it's pretty badass. I mean, if you like hard rock, oh my god, you gotta check it out. And I do like Gregorian chant and I do like some of my other stuff. I do. But I really enjoy that. I liked it. And I do like Slipknot. Slipknot is one of my favorite people. So, alright. Has he talked to somebody about me? What's it? What he told? Alright. I'm taking that you're talking about your. Alright, what is it? Visa? Hasani? Yeah, I don't understand exactly what you're asking, so I'll just wait a minute and maybe just rephrase what you're asking. I don't know if you want to know if somebody that you care about is doing something messed up, or I don't know. I get lots of different questions over here. I really do. My ghost is coming out very nice. And Christmas is coming, folks. Oh God, Christmas is coming. I'm probably gonna start on a painting for the restaurant. I told my husband I would do a collage for his restaurant because I really do enjoy all my paints. I get excited figuring out what it because I can't wait to get more course to board. Because this is what I do most of my work on until I get a lot better. Alright, I need a tiny brush. See, this one is just going to stay in my little I'm calling them my character character sketching. I might do a happy Halloween on this one too. I feel that, if everybody had a little bit of happiness and a nice fun things coming through the restaurant, it would be nice. Alright. Got this little thing that says boo. But this has been very fun for me doing this. See? I made that just freehand on Google looking for just simple sketch work on characters. And I simply just made that. I mean, it was very easy. I mean, if I literally could do this, you guys can too. He has talked to familiars about me, what he has told. All right, Hassani, are we talking about? I don't know. I'm picking up like an energy vampire or something. I'm picking up you're talking about someone that doesn't have normal energy. That's what I'm picking up. I'm just putting Happy Halloween down here. Because this time of year, these things are actually very popular. You get your different energy vampires that like to work through people, and they will. Sometimes people will say and do things that they don't know what happened. I have literally witnessed it before, and I gave people crystals and everything over it and told them to not let anybody in their body. And it was my son's friends, and they didn't know who else to go to because the one kid in his sleep, like the one day he would have dreams of hurting his brother, and he didn't have any psychological condition, and I'm very sensitive, and I can help people out in this general area. And he was being tormented by a dead witch. And she wasn't a good one like me. She was a very ugly one, and she would literally not come in my house when he was there. And I went ahead and I gave him a crystal, and I told him not to keep it off and just to trap her. And when I would go outside with her, I seen her. She would stare me down, but she would never come in the house because anybody that's not alive, if you don't invite them in, they cannot come out. It's not just a vampire. It's they get that from beings that don't have a body. So I did help them out. So be very careful with these guys and drug activity. Leave open to these attacks. It really does. Or if you just invite them in, like the Catholic priests do, like an exorcism type thing. That's not a good idea. I'm just telling you right now. I think every Catholic priest on the face of this earth has found out it's just not a good idea. So, there's other ways of trapping and getting beings away from you. And one of it is there's actually two. One of it is a cross. It is a cross with faith. If somebody holds a cross and has total faith and you tell it to go away, as long as you have faith in their cross, it has to leave. And I will tell you that. And that is not an old wise tale. That is absolutely true. 100% true. So I just wanted you guys to know this. And sometimes people can act a little out of sorts. This happens. But they always come back. And you just kind of got to be able to weed through their energy and understand that that might not be them. Because we're living in a time where there's a lot of dark entities coming through. And people are letting a lot of dark entities come through. I mean, we're on the embarkment. I think it's November 1st is that or something like that. All Souls Day, where the veil actually opens and closes. Actually, All Souls Day is the day that spirits open up the pathway. And I tell you that because I'm Catholic and this calendar with daylight savings time has changed. And sometimes these spirits, and usually on Hallows Eve, is when it opens up because it's November 1st is the opening day. And you think you're safe, but this is what happens. So I'm just letting you guys know. Yeah, this is really nice. See, and I just did this, and I got this all done, and there's going to be someone else's decoration. All right, there we go. Happy Halloween. I even got a little ghost. People like these little cartoon character things. And those are going in here to be washed. I got a cup of new and a cup of old. And save your Tupperware and all your takeout, especially for the kids if they're painting. Your paintings, you could literally use this for something else, and it's less paint you got to buy for your kids or yourself. I'm like a big kid myself, so I'd be enjoying all this stuff. I wouldn't do it if I didn't. Well, when you're talking about familiars, I guess we don't understand each other what we're talking about. Are we talking about spirit familiars like I have, or just regular or animal familiars? Because there's a whole other familiars is like a real broad topic. So I guess what kind of familiars are we talking about? Because there's familiars that are familiar to you from another lifetime. There's animal familiars. There's just a ton of familiars. There really is. There's tons. So I guess what kind of familiar we're talking about is I guess the point of reference. All right, I'm gonna go put my box up because I've done a lot of painting today. Oh, And I guess it wasn't a TikTok day. I guess I pick you guys over TikTok. Alright, where's my little bag at? Alright, there. He has failed to. He talked to someone about me, parents, sister. Oh, okay. You mean like familiars as in family. Okay. I get you now, Hassani. I get you. You know what? If I'm mispronouncing your name, I am sorry. I am very, very sorry. All right. All right. Let me see what is in his direct path. Now that I know we're not dealing with a malevolent presence, because I have done demon removal at some point in my life. I have done a lot of stuff in my life. I really have. Probably way too much. As my friends say, I've done too much. Sometimes a lot of people come to me about demon questions and stuff because that's what one of the things I'm good at. But all right, this whole situation is in a new moon in Capricorn. And this just means that someone's been working and it's paying off. So he he's been working and he's gotten a little somewhere. So that's good. And he's surrounded by a new moon in Aquarius, and that's romantic romantic love and a full moon of Virgo. That just means that it reminds you that you're good enough for the situation and things. It's like a low self-esteem card to let you know to have a happy time going on. So he probably is talking about you, I feel, but I don't feel it's bad. I think he's just trying to get himself together. And people are going to ask him, well, are you interested in someone? What about the girlfriend? Or it's human nature. You know, I ask my friends that I've known a long time these questions. So he is, but I don't believe it's in a bad way. It doesn't look malicious at all, which is good. I like to see non malicious activity in the world because I feel that malicious things just add to a lot of other bad things. So I don't. I'm glad for you that at least it's not malicious. So, but it is true what I said about these other familiars. There's people that are familiars. In her situation, it was just family, but they are familiars and they are spirits and they're familiar because they remind you, like they may have known you in another life or just something of that sort. And when these guys see you again in the next life, if they're sometimes if they haven't picked a body, they could go right down to haunting you. And this is true facts. They can. So you kind of don't want to get a full haunting. And it's good to cleanse your chakras and put some quartz down and different stuff because we live many lifetimes and we don't remember. I don't remember one of mine, but I have friends that remember theirs. So I could do a romantic. I could do romantic one. And see what they have. I mean, you seem like you're in a horrible situation, so well, at least we know he's not malicious. I mean, you don't want to be with a malicious person because that just leads to a lot of messed up things. It really does. But let's do a romantic thing for the whole situation to see his romantic views here. All right, his romantic path right now is in a new moon in Virgo, and this is honestly, it just means that he's taking more than he's giving. He's not giving anything of himself to have an actual full relationship. He's kind of blocking that part of him out because he's unsure. And this is normal. It does not mean he's malicious. It just means that sometimes these things happen in life. And his romantic path is surrounded by a new moon in Gemini and a new moon in Aries. And new moon in Gemini is telling him communication. He got a communication card because communication is the key to everything. He's not communicating. So I guess that would be a issue if he's not communicating well. And he got a new moon in Aries also. And this just means the spirits want him to realize what he wants and take action and be happy because generally spirits want us to be happy unless they're malicious. So I mean I don't see anything bad going on. I think that they used to say when I was younger they want him to shit or get off the pot instead of stringing you along. And my mom used to always say that to people. She used to say you got to shit or get off the pot. And she was my mom had a lot of different sayings when she was alive, and my grandmother too. And her favorite one was if everybody jumped off the bridge, would you jump off the bridge with them? As I was telling her, me and my friends had a fun time, blah, blah, blah. And then I got the question again repeated to me. Would you jump over the bridge if everyone else did? And I was like, of course not. Then she goes, why are we having this conversation? So I guess if my mother was involved in your love life, she probably would tell him to shit or get off the pot. So, well, we'll go by what my mother says because she seemed to know a lot of stuff. It says, can you read what Fernando feels for me, Nancy? Does he love me? I could do a love path of this guy. I could try to do that for you, but I can't tap into his full psyche. I mean, when we're born, we have we get our humanity and free will, and you really can't tap in to know what feelings are, but you can get a gist of what it is. But nobody can go in your head at all, or they got to get permission or take over or something. But yeah, you're welcome. All right. Anyways, your love situation with this fella is in a new moon in Pisces. And it just means to meditate and contemplate and figure out what you want. That's where he's at. The spirits, his spirits want him to just figure out what he wants and do it. He's surrounded by a supermoon where emotions are all over the place. And he's surrounded by a full moon in Taurus. And this is just, he has a lot of dreams, but he needs to go over certain obstacles before he can get all of his dreams taken care of. That's the thing. But other than that, I mean, I feel that he's trying to figure out his life. I'm not sure if he knows what love really is. But honestly, if you keep coming across the same person over and over again, and you have a good feeling but you're confused, maybe he's meant to be with you and he's meant to figure out that with you. Sometimes this works out that way. So that I can tell you. So I feel that, you guys could have something, but you're going to have to build on it because no one really just loves you undyingly at first. That's why the Catholic Church itself, the Pope came up and said you should live with somebody for a year and not get married right away. And they say this because of the divorce being a high rate. And it is. Divorce is at a very high rate. So that it is. Don't be let in. I don't even know what this is. I just don't feel like going over there and live streaming today. Maybe tomorrow when I or something. It's not bad over there. It's just a little bit sometimes challenging, but it's not bad. I'm just so used to coming over here with you guys, and it's such a routine that sometimes I don't like going other places, but I have been over on TikTok for a while. I really have. As long as I've been on, well, my channel was originally me and my sons when he was younger. We used to do crazy dinner in the movie things. Oh, you're welcome. And we've been up for technically, I guess the one guy told me 7 years, and we probably did. We probably have been, but I really didn't know it was an actually going channel. But I thought it'd bring me good luck to keep the same channel I had with my son when things weren't when he was younger to bring me some good luck. So if it does come up 7 years, that's why. I was doing crazy dinner in the movie things with my son. And it was just for us to spend time with one another. So and I think it has brought me good luck because I mean I probably I have had a lot of good luck along the way. I really have. And I appreciate all you guys. You guys are awesome. I can have room for my coffee. I can actually get comfortable after I'm done with my painting and drink my coffee and just keep doing tarot card readings until the husband comes in talking about crazy stuff that happened at the restaurant. At least he comes home not grouchy. I do gotta say that. Oh god, here's another one. I don't know who this Branson is. They really like talk to you over these things. Oh, well, thank you for the subs, guys. 525. I'm getting up there in the world. Thank you so much. So, I do try over here. And I didn't even know that the tarot card thing would be a thing where you guys would even like it. So, I just kind of did that because I don't know, it seemed like something I could do, but I do appreciate you guys. But the spirits have been really good to me. I got a great table. I got I got sketch art going on. I mean, next I'll be able to get a whole studio room one of these days, and I can have my little altar and everything set up on my streaming room, and maybe even have a canvas like one of those stands. And even if I got to put a box up, I can put a box on one of those stands because I do want to invest in that eventually too. I got plans, but they all have to be, I guess, in the context of my budget. My budget now is painting boxes and poster board. But that's okay because this could be a thing and there's nothing wrong with painting boxes if you're practicing and you have a lot of stuff to do. Canvases are very expensive. Over here they're like $40. And that's a lot of money. Oh, some more people viewed my profile TikTok. I'll probably have more followers over there. I don't know how I feel about all that. I don't know how I feel about being TikTok famous, honestly. I never been famous at all. I'm the person that very few people talk to. And that's how I've been my entire life. Just I'm the person that not hardly anybody talks to. And I was always okay with that. So I don't understand some of the things people do or say, but I don't know what I would do if I became popular. So I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I guess I'd have to think about it. I'd have to eventually do a meet and greet and stuff, but then I don't know. I work still, so I guess that's far off in the future, I hope. And maybe by that time I could work part time and just go on my husband's insurance and maybe this could be a thing. I don't know. We'd have to see. We really would. But my throat is killing me. So I am going to go. I actually don't have to work a half a day. I only got to work 8 hours. So I'll probably be over here. I'll probably do a shorter stream over at TikTok. I tend to do all my longer streams over here. Probably because I'm so used to things over here. I'm used to the climate and everything. Can you tell me what's coming for me? I'm hurting. I'm sad because my friendship with Scott. Oh, so you guys are just friends then? I thought maybe you were lovers or something with a strong connection. But I mean, I'm sorry about you losing your friend. But these things happen. I've recently we had friends that they stop talking to us, then start talking to us, but they're not on social media. Sometimes I'm just afraid of giving out too much information. I really am, because I just don't want our accounts being messed with or nothing. So I try not to give out much information about whereabouts or anything. But losing a friend is horrible. I've lost friends, and it was very sad and hurtful, and it did bother my soul. This is why I paint so much, because painting is an outlet for me. But if you're very sad, I would maybe try to get a nice outlet, maybe try to find something you'd like to do. The key is to find stuff you like. I started out with making vape juice, honestly, and then I was knitting and I learned that. Then I went from learning knitting to practicing sketching and stuff like that. But just find something you enjoy doing and you put your time and energy in that, and sometimes it can bring you other places. But I can do like a current reading of your pathway and suggested like your light pathway of what the spirits think that you should be doing. They think sometimes we do the wrong things. This is true fact. All right. The spirits have you in a blue moon, and in this blue moon, all this means is it's a very good card. It means it's telling you to believe in the impossible. And when you believe in the impossible, it means that something good could very well come your way. And you're surrounded by a new moon in Sagittarius and a full moon in Aries. So you got Sagittarius as luck, which is always good at Sagittarius card because they're always a luck card all the time. And then the Aries it just means that a situation is leaving your life in a bad way. Generally, it's Aries is the god of war, so in a negative way, something is leaving your life. But luck is there. I don't know, something's telling me to tell you to do the spirits pretty much are saying that you could do something you've been wanting to do and it'll have good possibilities. And it's something that you never would have about doing on top of that. I never thought about sketching or painting, and I started doing that, and I became a decent sketch artist. Maybe whatever it is they're telling me, it's something that you've always liked doing, even if it's going to an animal shelter and helping out. It could be that also. It could, but maybe just do something that makes you happy and let everything fall in place in your life. That's what I would do because I had a whole lot of friends that dropped me for no reason because I told them the truth of what was going to happen with a particular person. And everybody thought I was stark raving mad. And this person ended up screwing everybody over. And they just said, oh, Zach's mom knew about it. And now everybody came over and apologized, and they didn't talk to me for an entire year when I told them that that girl was bad news. And I said exactly what was going to happen with that girl. Yeah, you can. I'm very popular today. I'm not used to being this popular. I must be a good reader for you guys. I just spit out what comes in my head. So that's all I really do. What is coming next towards me in love? And this is LH. Alright, I like the abbreviation. I think I would have an abbreviation in a live stream too. Alright, what's coming for your love reading? Alright, your love situation currently is in a full moon in Virgo, and it is love, right? Yeah, it was love. It restricted the message. Anyways, you got a full moon in Virgo, which means you have a so low self esteem, and you are good enough. You will find somebody. Even if you're not the most attractive person, you will find somebody. So, I believe the friendship is over. I'm sorry. I mean, people are allowed to have be friends with who they want to be friends with. I mean, but hopefully you can find another friend and but I would try to find personal happiness. But anyways, LH, your love situation is in a full moon in Virgo, and it just means you got a low self esteem. Probably, and I feel it's because somebody hurt you. And it happens. And then you're surrounded by a full moon in Gemini and a new moon eclipse. And full Gemini always means answers. It's communication and answers when you're talking about Gemini, which is good. You need answers to move on. So, and you got the full moon eclipse also, and this is powerful change. I feel somebody is going to come into your life, but it's going to be after these answers you find out, and when you finally gain acceptance and start, just gain acceptance of the situation so you can move on and give yourself time. LH, give yourself time. Don't be trying. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, don't try to rush into things. If it's meant to be, it will come to you and it won't go away. And just don't, that's how I met my husband. I just didn't expect anything and we were just friends and it just built from there. And he did not go away. Even when I told him to go away, he would bring food and he did not go away. So if they come and they don't go away, they're meant to be. I've been there with the wrong guy, and so has probably every woman on this planet. So, and I'm still here for you. I've been through a lot of crazy shit in my life, so I get it. This is why I'm painting because people don't listen to me. I tell them the truth, what's going to happen, it happens, and then they all look at me and they're scared and said, "How do you not? How did you know that?" Yeah, you can ask a question. Hang on. I can understand human dislike getting my bad news, but if somebody wants to know the truth, they have to be ready or they might attract more lies in their life. This is true. You're you are very knowledgeable. This is true. Why negativity attracts negativity. Okay, ask for any question. Warning from my guy. Well, I mean, I'm okay over here. I I mean, I got my dead mother that watches over me, but thank you. I appreciate you and I do everything she says. My dead mother told me I should start painting, so I started painting. Oh, I will. Thank you, LH. And I hope you're a regular over here because you can ask me about other stuff too. It doesn't have to be about love related issues. It could be just about anything. We could talk about AI and my dislike for AI and different things. I have a dislike for AI. I feel that we should be doing things for ourselves in in this, but I mean I can't hate what's coming. Sometimes I feel before AI there was more artistic things that went on. I mean I got they're letting me do and make videos with AI music. AI's even taken over that they have a whole song you can make with AI. It's crazy. It's all over Facebook. It's like the latest thing, and I don't know. Sometimes I feel with the human factor taken out, it causes problems. But that's the old school in me talking, because generally most of the time this is how I think, and most of the time it's always old school. Being that I am old school, so but I am going to now that it's getting over an hour and the husband should be home soon and I'm just gonna relax. I will be on tomorrow. I do like to come on here a lot. And he might be working late, even on my 12-hour shifts. Because I do two 12-hour shifts, but a lot of sometimes he's not home till like 9 or 10 o'clock. And if it's a day like that, I'll just hop on here. And every once in a while go on TikTok. But it's gonna be mostly I come over here, so I will be over tomorrow. Probably this is usually my first stop I go to. And then I'll go visit my TikTok people for maybe one stream. So, but thank you. And here we can ask only one question. You can ask as many as you want, Mr. Peace. I like that Peace 333. I'm a open liberal here. I'm over here just having fun. If you want to ask more than one question, you can ask more than one question. I don't have a problem with that. I really don't. And I'm not materialistic, so I don't need to be paid for everything. That's why I don't wouldn't have money set up for any of this. I don't know. Someone gave me a universe over at TikTok, and I don't got nothing set up for that, and I don't know how I'd feel about that, and where the hell you get that hooked up at. I would have to have something that's not linked to my bank account for that because I feel that they giving you money might take out money. I mean, somehow my stuff got hacked and they ended up going to Sam's Club and things like that. So I don't know. The world's insane. Oh, I am a very peaceful person. Peace. I love peace. I wish it could be peaceful every day. I wish people could be peaceful. I wish people were peaceful to dogs and cats and animals in general and each other. That's why I want to get Chong the dog community centers and see if I can get volunteers for my medical community. Maybe get doctors and counselors and drug rehab people. Get a bunch of people. All right. Okay. Ask for guidance, warning from my guide. Do you want me, Peace, to do something on your. Do you want me to do a reading of your. Ask for guidance. All right. Do you want guidance from my mother? I mean, I don't know what you're asking for because if you have spirit guides, they know you a little better. I know my mother could be is quite powerful in that area, being a dead witch and all. But I could do a one for guidance. They say a dead witch is worth like I don't know, like 100 guides because they already had abilities before they died, and that's why they can haunt shit because they're already good vessels. So if you want, I could ask my mother for you to do a guidance thing, like a general for you. All right, I got. All right, peace for you. Since your guides wanted you to get a warning. All right, your path right now is in a new moon of Virgo, and this just means that you have to give and stop taking. And it could just mean that it doesn't have to be material things. It just means there's something you're blocking and not letting all of your energy recycle. I'm feeling peace that this is possibly, I'm feeling it's just life in general and a relationship of a past sort. And my mother has told me I had to let things go too. There's things you haven't let go. And you kind of gave up in some areas, but you're not malicious. And you are surrounded by a waning moon and a full moon in Gemini. And a waning moon is all about releasing stuff. So it's just releasing worries, bad energy, bad intentions, and everything. We all get them. We're human. It's a part of who we are. Can you ask your mother to connect with my guide? Witches don't share energy. They don't. And powerful witches that you have passed on, they only generally are, they stick around blood. They won't connect with other guides. I don't know why, it's just the way the community runs, I guess. Just like priests don't deal with different, like, I don't know, there's rules in every faith. They worship nature and they literally stick with their families. But I'm sorry. My mother wouldn't want me to connect with your guys either. And my mother's saying you got a full moon in Gemini also. And there's answers that are coming. And some of the answers you might not like, but I'm getting honestly where she's telling me maybe you should meditate with whatever you feel comfortable with. I feel that you like crosses maybe could be your thing, but you can always use maybe a crystal quartz or possibly like a diamond or something. Anything, something to harness the energy. You want it to harness, and quartz is really good at cleaning water. If you put crystal quartz and the raw mineral in your water, clean your water, and it will hold energy so you can manifest better. So, and maybe try just to like give a little more of yourself to the right people. That's what I'm getting. And I was in the same situations. My mother doesn't discriminate, my friend Peace. She doesn't. She gives me the same advice. I have to go to work and be nice to people that aren't nice to me sometimes because she says that's the way the world runs and that's the way the cookie crumbles. So I guess, so I'm just letting you know you're not the only one that gets it. I get it also. But I'm gonna let you guys go because I need to take my glasses off and relax, and I'm gonna go listen to Mushroom Head and stuff. And I'm glad my speaker is working. Thank God. I'm glad you guys can hear me, and I will be back tomorrow because I guess I'm addicted to being a YouTuber more than anything. It's my, I don't know, it used to be Facebook, but this is like my number one choice now, just to come over here, and I still do things I need on Facebook, just not like I used to. But I'll be here tomorrow, and I thank all my new friends, and I hope that I talk to you guys again. I really do. Okay. Now I'm in aloneness always to keep my peace better. I'm all alone too, peace. I got separated from everybody because everybody got malicious at one time and I got stuck in a really nice apartment, and then everybody else's karma blew up and I stay here and my mother tells me to stay out of trouble. I get it. The only sometimes besides my husband, you guys are the only ones I talk to anymore. This is how much the universe has protected my ass. So I get it. People like us are held at bay. This is what they do. They keep us at bay and to protect us. They'll separate you from every single make sure that you're doing okay. So I get it. At least we have each other in our solitude. And I appreciate you as my friend, Peace. And I think you are my friend because I love the peace tree. When I meditate, I see the peace tree all the time. I see the peace tree more than I see anything else with the beautiful cherry blossoms. The peace tree has cherry blossoms when you meditate and white flowers. It's like white, it's like has white and cherry blossom when you see it in spiritual form. And peace is a beautiful thing. I'm a fan of peace. So, but I will see you guys, and I had a great conversation. I gotta say, I had a really good time. And I'm so happy that my neighbor gave me this nice table and she finished it and made the wood nice and everything. And it fits right here. And it keeps my computer high enough. When someone like me goes too much towards people, my aura get confused. And everything that, if not serving me, to keep me far. I had that problem piece. I did. You have to keep yourself centered with crystals. When I get in around certain people, I get nauseated and sick, and I feel like I'm sick around people. I get totally nauseated and I want to throw up, but I have to go to work. So I go in geared with my moon opal, and I got a fire opal, and what I do is I take the crystals, I bless them, I connect with them, and then it puts a shield around you. You can shield your energy because I have a very weird aura piece. My mother told me my before she passed away that my aura was black and gold and silver and jade. And I was told by my mom thought I was dark, and then somebody else. My mom knew a channeler. Her name was Jane. I think she's passed away too, and she would channel spirits. And she said that if you have a black aura, that it could mean power also. Oh, I'm an Aries, so that's what I do, geared up for work because sometimes at work it's hostile and everybody just gets jealous, and then my energy gets crazy, and I just go and take care of my patients, and that's it. But yeah, you gotta gear yourself up, and the purple stone, get purple crystals, those help. Those are good protective ones that will put a nice shield around you. I just use fire opals and moon opals, but you could find out. But I feel that you're more of a not. It's not quite an energy vampire, but it's almost like it. You could change the energy around you. That's why it's so chaotic. Because you're not trying, if you cleanse your own energy and you then when you change the energy around you, it goes positive. So that's your problem when you're doing around people. When you go around people, you should have a lot of buffers to where your energy is guarded where nobody can get near it. And that's why I always wear this, and I have a crystal quartz right on the mushroom. There's a quartz right there. And it literally just in this thing, I wore it on that full moon eclipse, and we were lucky in Northern America to be as close as we were. That thing was beautiful. I got to see it firsthand. I felt like the moon was gonna go right on, was gonna come right where we were at. We were so close. It turned my moonstone white. It bleached it. So, yeah, it was a crazy day, but I would gear myself with protective crystals, my friend, and ask your guides. I can ask. I tomorrow, I can ask, but purple would be great for you. Purple, I love purple. It's a psychic stone also, and it's protection. And in your case, I think purple and quartz is the way to go, my friend. So, and they're not that expensive. You can get them, but you have to bless them and you have to feed them with your energy and intention. And if your intent with your crystal is to shield you away from bad people, it will. It's sometimes mine are, and sometimes when I go near bad people, it's crazy because they forget I'm there and I just go the other way and everybody leaves me alone. So, interesting about this aura effect. So, at this period of time, she told you that your aura was black and gold aura. Yeah, I always was positive. I just always had a black aura. I was born with a black and gold aura all the time. And I was told that my mom told me, and she had me checked out, and she kept putting white rings around me. And her friend said it just means that it means power. She didn't have a black aura. I was born with one, but I'm very positive. I've always been positive. It's, I mean, I guess maybe that's just a rare thing. I mean, for me to be able to do tarot readings over electricity, I guess I'd have to have a black aura. So, because that's rough. Trying to get energy for through that, but that's why I gotta like my a lot of my spiritual items over here enough so I can attract them. But yeah, it is interesting. So you might is like a vampire, sort of, yeah. And it's kind of you're not. I'm not saying you are an energy vampire, but it's kind of like what you change things around you. If you if you're angry, sometimes that I have purple crystal on my deck. Well, maybe go and cleanse it with water, and I would maybe if you know a prayer. I don't know if you're religious, and if you're not, it's okay. I mean, I do believe there is only one light God, and I believe he's energy, or I believe it is energy. But yeah, I would take the purple stone and start just feeding your energy, and I would put water on it and say some like a prayer or something, because you got to cleanse it, or just the act of cleansing it. Doesn't have to be by a priest. You can cleanse your own stones. And just start putting into that purple crystal what you want, your intention of having your energy and everything just being shielded and protection. Because purple is a natural protection stone, it will protect you. It'll protect your energy just like if you had a real big dog. And you'll be able to walk around and everything and take it with you. And I get protection all the time. And then people's bad energy bounces off me. And it goes right back to them. I don't even get their energy where it actually affects me at all. I could pick up on it, but it won't affect me at all. And it doesn't, and my energy does honestly cause probably a lot of chaotic things at work, but I go in with a positive feel, and as long as they're doing good things, I'm doing good things, and it protects me. So I would I would definitely go grab it if I was you. And I'll be on here tomorrow because he's at this restaurant trying to put it together. Now he got his new management position, so and he doesn't talk spiritual. He doesn't even get into readings. He just brings home food and says, "Did you eat yet? This is what I get," and then we talk regular talk. So, but yeah, you seemed like familiar. It's like we're familiars from another life, me and you, peace. I feel we are. I feel like we've known each other in another life. Maybe the internet brought us together once more. Who knows? I feel we were friends in another life. But yeah, get your purple stone, cleanse it in water, say a little prayer. You start to make me think about black and gold aura. Yesterday I was in anger sometimes, but maybe you feel that my aura is not good. Maybe there is some. I don't feel threatened by you. Be in a room with a demon and not get hurt. So I don't. I'm not. Is that some people just have stronger connections with the spiritual plane, and you just have stronger connections. You are not. No one. There is no such thing as bad or good. There really isn't. There's just good intentions and tensions that aren't good that could cause bad things. That's the two things that are in this world that hold true. There really is no bad or good. And when we put things in these categories, this is what happens. It's all in your intention. You have very good intentions, peace, and everybody has something that they are supposed to be doing in life. You know, the light of God, if the light God made you alive another day, then you're not a bad person, and you have to fulfill whatever he wants you to fulfill. The light God wants me apparently to paint and live stream. And that's what I do. And I take care of sick people. So, and I guess I'm just going to do that until one day I don't wake up. I mean, I guess you could say that's how life is. It's an adventure. You never know who you're going to turn up with or who you're going to run into or who you're going to talk to. So you got to look at it that life is an adventure. What you think is bad could be good. What you think is good could be bad. It could be upside down, turned around. It has done that to me. You know, when I started on social media, I wasn't doing well for a while, and then I just kept at it, and I just did what I was supposed to do and what the calling was, and I just ended up doing it one day. And then here I am. I'm not saying I'm a superstar, but I'm a lot better off than I was on Facebook, begging for someone to follow me. I'm here over here now. So you got to see where life takes you, peace. And maybe I'm here to help people that are weird like me. I don't know. Maybe I'm here to paint, do little things, and make the weird people in the world feel like they're not alone. That could be what I'm here for too. I don't know. But I'm one of the weird people in the world. I'm the person you call if you got some kind of, I don't know, if you got a presence or a demon or something going on at times. I mean, I don't have a whole lot. I've only had a couple jobs doing that, but I can feel like you're a familiar person. Me too. I mean, maybe we knew each other in a former life. People that have abilities, sometimes they do know each other in different lifetimes and they come across in different lifetimes. But you're not a bad person. Just get your purple stone and start putting energy and start putting your intention in it. Because on this Gaia network, they say you have to put your intention in your stone. It's a ancient practice from like Babylon and Egypt and everything. It really is. All right, you want to know, Laura, how Corey feels about you. All right, here, let me get these cards. I even have a spot for my cards on my new table. I'm so excited. I hope that lady that's moving out is finding a better place. I know rent's kind of high here, so people they move a lot. And when they move, there's always maybe one thing I can use. And I put it in and I use it because, and then the lady thanked me for using her table because it was beautiful how she stained it. And it looks really nice. There was a lot of effort put into this table. And I think it's like my favorite table. So, and there was a peace sign painting. Somebody painted and they threw that away and it was sad. But I don't know. They're moving. You throw a lot of things away. Oh, I'm glad you understand peace. Maybe you'll be a regular over here now. I do enjoy having you here. But let's see, Laura. All right, Corey right now is in a full moon in Gemini. And this just means it talks about answers. So this whole situation is a full moon in Gemini. So, and also you have a gibbous moon in this situation and a third quarter moon, which is interesting because in a gibbous moon, it talks about goals and achieving goals and being close. And a third quarter moon means adjustment. It talks about adjustments. You have to make adjustments. So I believe this whole situation with you and Corey has to do with he's not putting you in full intention first. Not at all. Corey is doing Corey and that's it. And he's close to achieving his goal. His goal is work related and about prosperity. And he's going to have to make adjustments. I don't really think he likes you, but I don't feel like he's letting himself go to be romantic yet until he gets all these things that he wants done. He's putting, I guess they say he's putting he's putting love on hold. So, which could be good because if you put love on hold and you're there for him, that's real good because that just means that maybe together you could find each other. So maybe just stick in there and stick around and just see. You might as well. I mean, you obviously already kind of slept with them and everything, so you might as well. And I feel like it might go over for you. Oh, you're fine, peace. You're not under spiritual attack. You're not. I mean, there's people that are malicious everywhere, but you're not under spiritual attack. I don't feel any kind of demonic presence around you, peace. I don't. There's just a lot of negative people around you. And to take a negative field, you have to something that would be perceived as evil would be just a negative energy field. And the only way to combat the negative energy field is filtering it through a crystal. And that's not you, just filtering around the people around you. All right. Shamaski M. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you think I'm beautiful, but I don't really think of it. I need a reading. I have you got a wart on your groin? Oh. Well, if you have a wart on your groin, I mean, you can let me look this up. I mean, that's a medical question. Yeah. I am always being my own doctor around here. All right, wart. Let's look up warts and see what if they're infectious here. All right. Says a small fleshy bump on the skin or mucous membrane caused by human papillary virus. Warts are caused by various strains of human papillomaviruses. Different strains may cause warts. All right. Treatments. It's spread by skin to skin contact, handshakes, or hugs. And if you got it on your groin, I guess be careful if you're sleeping with somebody. Treatments are may include topical medications and removal through medical procedures. Doesn't say you're going to die or nothing here. They do freezing. I've had my tissue froze before. That's not hard. There's medication. There's anti-inflammatory topical under medication. That's medication. It's surgery. All right. And here, how does a wart go away? Okay, this is a common wart. Let's just go with the common wart. All right. We got the common wart is 17% salicylic acid solution. These products compound W. Dr. Scholl's Clearway. and are used daily, often for a few weeks. Why don't you just go get some of that stuff and see if it goes away? Because see if it's a common wart. It says it takes, if you go to Dr. Scholl's and get the wart removal, it'll go away in a couple weeks. So, oh God, there's TikTok. 15 hours left of Halloween Haunt Live lineup. I'm good. I'm not going to be over there for hours doing that. That's crazy. All right. Will Jenny pass the semester? I mean, I guess it would depend on how much effort she's putting into her schoolwork. I mean, that depends on the person. Just like I taught myself to draw. I mean, it depends on how much effort you put, how well you're going to get, and how well grades you're going to get. So, yeah, I seen it. Your message about the wart. And I looked it up on Google for you. It says if it's a regular, common, typical over the counter, go to your I would go to the pharmacy and